Hi everyone, I hope you're all healthy and doing well. I am reaching out to you today to discuss a few things that I think are important as we work our way through this time, which is like nothing we've ever experienced in our lives before, both on a health side and on an economic side. There are a few things coming up right now that I think are very important for real estate brokers that will help on the financial side. One is there is immediately available a loan, actually supposed to be a grant that can provide up to $10,000 for anybody who actually uses a corporation to get paid. So if you have an FEIN number, whether it's an LLC or a corporation, you can apply by going to COVID-19 relief.sba.gov. Now, it's a two-page application, very simple, but there is a box that you must remember to check, and that is, do you want up to a $10,000 grant? Then you're going to put in your checking account information, your routing number, your bank account number, and submit. Now, it's up to 10,000. I don't know how they're going to determine what you get, but it does state that whatever you do get will be forgiven. It will be a grant. So please, by all means, if you get paid to a corporation, if you have a corporation or LLC, submit for this as soon as possible, as it's first come, first serve. Now, starting April 10th, they're talking about rolling out a plan for independent contractors that would include realtors. So if you don't have a corporation that you can submit for now, hopefully we'll have information, and I'll update you as soon as I get it, that will be available for independent contractors to submit for relief as well. Again, as soon as I get that information, I'll get it to you. But the first thing I would do is reach out to your bank, because it's going to be submitted through your local bank. So you want to go through your current bank account holder and reach out to them, make sure they're going to be participating, because not all banks are. Hopefully your bank is, and that will make it much easier. If they're not, I will try to get you information on what steps to take if that's the case, once I know in fact what those steps are. Now, it's important to note that as an essential business, we are still continuing to see a lot of buyer and seller activity. Closings are happening every day. The process of a closing has changed. Realtors do not attend, attorneys do not attend, and the clients can actually pull up in their car, sit in a parking lot, and the title company will bring documents out to them. Now, of course, that takes away from the fun and excitement of a closing, but it is most importantly still happening. Closings are getting done, and they're getting done every day. In fact, we had a whole bunch yesterday. So that is something that I felt everybody should know they can continue to do. Now, there have been a couple of recent, I guess you'd call it, modifications to what the real estate brokerage community should be doing. One is obviously no open houses of any kind, and no showings of occupied rental properties. Now, if you're looking to show a occupied single family home, as long as those sellers are not present and you have no more than 4 people in your showing appointment, that is acceptable. So keep those things in mind. Try to, follow those instructions, and, you can continue to keep on doing business as long as you're comfortable doing so yourself. Throughout this period, we will continue to keep our Frankfurt office open from 9 to 2, Monday through Friday, with one essential person that will be able to accept earnest money deposits, give receipts, accept closing packages, and Justine will come in. She'll be the essential employee on Wednesdays and Thursdays to make sure that your commission checks get paid. All checks will be paid by ACH, so make sure you bring in a voided check so that we can set that up. And as much as possible, she will even try to pop in on additional days, so that if you have a closing on a Monday or a Tuesday or a Friday, you don't have to necessarily wait till Tuesday or Wednesday. No promises, but she's going to do the best she can so that everybody can get their money as quickly as possible, because we know you need it. Now, Indiana and Manhattan are closed, open by appointment only. And of course, our office is always available if you need to meet with a client, you have access to the office. So don't let that get in your way if you need to. It's a safe place, and there'll never be more than probably one person in the office right now. So if you need to use that, by all means, you're free to do so. So what can we do for future business once this is behind us? We're going to need to have a nice foothold for future business. Well, my number one opinion is buyers and sellers that have waited to enter the market because of this are going to have a pent-up demand. So buyers have been waiting because they're not comfortable going out maybe to look at properties. Sellers have been waiting because maybe they're not comfortable with strangers walking through their house. I get it. I'm not sure I'd be any different. So all those people that now want to take advantage of the low interest rates, I mean, we're at a low right now, but once this gets behind us and the market stabilizes on the financial side, the rates are going to go down lower than they are now. And we're going to be at all-time lows, which means buyers can buy more property than they could before. And sellers should get more for the property, maybe than they were getting before. So there's going to be this huge demand, and we have to be ready to take care of that once it comes. So I would stay in touch with your buyers. Stay in touch with your sellers. Continue to be that trusted professional that is there to help and talk them through their concerns. Of course, they're going to have them. I don't even know what they would be, but when you get them, try to work through those with them and get them ready for when we start going out and it's more business as usual, because that's when the market is more likely to explode. It is, I'm getting the calls now. People are very anxious, excited about getting out there to look at buying homes. I've got sellers that were looking to list that are waiting, and as soon as the situation is behind us and we're free to move again, they want to get their houses listed. So that spring market that we were all starting to see right before this happened, it's still there. It's just had some water thrown on it, but that fire is still burning. And once we're back out, it's just going to be, I believe, a very busy period of time. So we need to be ready for that. One other thing you can do to try to get ready for this period is stay in touch with your sphere of influence. Now more than ever, you got to be in contact. Again, like I said, you have to be that trusted professional that is there for them to answer their questions. Give them that peace of mind that everything is going to be okay. We all need to know it. We all need to see it. And the reality is, none of us truly know what it's going to be, but we can only assume based on the underlying feedback that we're getting, and I'm sharing with you that I'm hearing, that I expect things to maybe not go back to business as normal right away, but it will quickly be there, and we need to be ready to both react to it, and our buyers and sellers need to be ready to jump into it so they don't miss that market. So get your SOI working and get into that CRM program that we are paying for, that you're getting the benefit of for free. Go to VRSCRM.com. It will walk you through the setup of it. Once you log in, it is going to send you some emails over the next few days, few weeks, to keep probing you along the way. And if you have any problems or questions as you're working through it, you can always reach out to Kathy Boswell. Kathy Boswell is our CRM trainer for this specific program. So she has done extra training. She has been extra involved. She was part of the selection process of this program. So she is your, let's call it CRM pro for this program. So again, take this time to take advantage of getting started if you haven't already, and reach out to her if you need any help. Now, another thing that we have where I would say is an opportunity because of the situation is real estate licensing classes. We have people all the time saying how they'd love to be taking the classes and becoming a real estate broker, but it just doesn't work for them to come out on Tuesdays and Thursday nights with the family and everything they got going on. Well, because of what we've got going on right now, we're going to go to a live webinar style real estate licensing class. Same time, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 to 9, but they can do it from their home. It will be completely streamed live. Pishan will still be the instructor, who I think we all know and believe he's one of the best. It will start April 14th. So if you know anybody that's been on the fence looking to get in, have them reach out to Carrie, or if you could reach out to Carrie and give her their contact information, she'll call them and help them get set up right away. So that's a very exciting thing. Now, if you need anything else during this time, whatever it may be, you can always reach to me, Michael, or Carrie on our cell phones. We're available from essentially 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. If anything, maybe later, not necessarily earlier, but we're always available to answer any questions or help you with anything that comes up. You know, right now I am probably looking forward to getting back to normal as much as or more than anybody. I've been self-quarantined or at home, essentially, whatever you want to call it, since December 28th when I broke my leg and then had to get knee surgery. So I have been in this house for a really long time. Actually, as you can tell from the beard, maybe. So I'm very anxious about getting back to the daily grind of all things real estate and seeing all of you. So stay safe, and I'll see you soon.